Okay, so me and my girlfriend just watched a really interesting movie called Becky tonight. And it made me stop and think, wow, what an unusual movie. Now, don't worry, if you've not seen this movie, I won't be giving away too many spoilers. Just a few little things of what might actually happen in the movie, but I won't be spoiling anything, what's going to happen to who kind of thing. So a little bit, but nothing to break the bank kind of thing. What are we talking about breaking the bank for? I don't know. But yes, I watched the movie and I thought to myself, damn, I would really love to do a review on this movie. And this is my first ever movie review on this studio. So, do your thing. We're having fun here every day, guys. Becky, let's talk about it right now. We're on IMDb, okay? The actors in this movie were actually kind of phenomenal, right? Why do I say that? Well, Lulu Wilson is the main girl, right? She's Becky, all right? Kevin James, all right? Very famous comedian. Why was he in this movie? Joel McHale as Jeff. My name is Jeff. It's a movie reference from 21 Jump Street, I'm pretty sure. But Joel McHale wasn't in that movie. But Joel McHale was in this movie. And we got, two very famous comedians in this movie. Now, I wouldn't think to put two very famous, well-known comedians in a movie that has pretty much no comedy. It's a pretty dark movie with quite a bit of horror and amazing, interesting visual things that some people may actually look away. My GF looked away at a few of them. And I was just like looking at them myself. I was just, concentrating on what was happening. I was like, jeez, fuck. Are you really showing that on the camera, on the movie right now? Wow, am I really looking at this on the screen? So, how would I compare this movie to anything else? Before I talk about what actually, a little bit of what happened, right? What would I compare this movie to? Well, it's basically a mixture of Home Alone, all right, Rambo, okay, Saw, and the Hostel movie. Now, this is fake. This is prosthetics. Don't worry. You're not scarred for life. It's just fake. But this was the movie Hostel, the first movie Hostel, 2007, I think, movie Hostel. Coming from that scene, there is an eyeball scene in this movie, and it happens to someone. I can't tell you who it is, but the scene is fucking gory, realistic, in a way kind of funny, because the person with the eye that hangs out, right? I won't tell you who does it to who, or who actually experiences this problem. I mean, your fucking eye's hanging out, right? That's more of a problem, right? It's more than that. But the guy wants the eye cut off, right? And they end up using, children's paper scissors that don't have much strength to it. And he's like, it's not working. It was kind of funny and absolutely gruesome all at the same time. But going to that, right? This movie heavily relies on a MacGuffin. A lot of movies, not every movie, I don't know, 50% movies don't have them and 50% do. So I don't know the actual percentage. But what is a MacGuffin, right? A MacGuffin is a fiction. In fiction, a MacGuffin is an object, device, or event that is necessary to the plot and the motivation of the characters, but insignificant, unimportant, or irrelevant in itself, right? Multiple MacGuffins are sometimes derisively, whatever that means, identified as plot coupons. Very strange. But the MacGuffin in Indiana Jones was the cup of the chariot. What's that cup? The charis? Can't even get the word right. Jesus's cup. Okay, in the third Indiana Jones movie, Last Crusade. That's what a MacGuffin is. Okay, so basically, Becky, the little girl, if we can show you, her and her dad, Joel McHale, are going to this house that they used to live in with their mum. The mum passed away of cancer. All right, terrible. Joel McHale's new love interest comes along to the house, and Becky, she's not happy about this. Now, if you're expecting to see Becky as a nice little girl, fuck, she's a terrible little bitch. I mean, she's not Well, yes, she is. She's fucking terrible. She's a great actress, but her acting is like, at times, justified probably. It's justified. What she's doing is justified, but she's a terrible little bitch. Okay, sometimes not justified. But anyway, Becky's upset by Joel McHale bringing over his new love interest, Amanda. Okay, and her little child, this kid right here. Okay, and anyway, the way that the movie intertwines two different scenes at the same time is quite amazing. Like, the editing in this film, I found, was fascinating to watch, especially me, because I'm an editor, right? So I was like, wow, that's interesting how they're doing that. They're going two different scenes, one with Becky and the father and the new love interest at the house that the family used to live in, to jail, and then back to the house and back to Becky type of thing, and back to jail. Now I will show you something, right? Basically, Kevin James is a bastard in this film, all right? He's a bastard. He's a jail inmate. And he's got swastikas all over his head, and he looks like a terrible bad man. And it's absolutely believable. Like, the guy's a comedic genius, right? So is Joel McHale, all right? But Kevin James definitely steals the show regarding the men in this film. Really good. He's kind of the leader in the pack, right? Anyway, in jail. So anyway, five what would you call it? 5 prisoners get transported from jail to jail in this van, all right? They escape from the van, and it's been a big plan of Kevin James to do this for a long, long time, because the MacGuffin takes place, right? He has to find this key that he's already hidden inside this home where Becky and Joel McHale live. And now they've got Joel McHale's new love interest coming to the house, kind of thing, for the first time, Amanda, right? So now that they've escaped from this police van, they've done some bad things to some people in the street to get to where they are. They needed to steal a car. They've done some bad things, right? We're not going to say what they've done, okay? They're bad people, okay? Murderers. They don't give a shit what you do or who you are, all right? Anyway, so Kevin James and his crew of bad people come to this house, right, with Mandy and her father and potential mother-in-law. I don't know. How does that work? I don't know. Her new mum's a black woman. What's the word for that when you've got a fake mum? Oh, Jesus, I don't know. Anyway, yes, and she's completely pissed off by this, right? That she's got this new woman in the house, but there's bigger fish to fry, because Kevin James and his crew come to the house, right? And they're looking for this key, and she was playing with this key earlier. Anyway, there was some torture going on to some people. I'm not going to tell you who was tortured, but interesting scenes, right? Good comedians, but nothing funny was about the scenes that they were in, right? People got tortured. People got shot. People died. And a lot of it, not all of it, but a lot of it, was this girl. Little Miss Rambo, throwing her 50 kilo weight, however heavy she is. I don't know. She's 13 years old, supposed to be in the movie. Really interesting that they got this script going, right? Now, there's a scene regarding a lawnmower, an eyeball as well. I want to quickly show you this. If this doesn't tell you what's going to happen in the movie, then I don't know what will. Something bad happens to a man underneath a lawnmower. Also, going back to that scene again, something bad happens to someone's eye. So, if you're not into those kind of movies, don't watch it. But I even suggest you watching it, because you can look away when those things happen. The music in this film, the editing in this film, the story, at times, I think, could be a little better. For example, this guy right here. Where is he? This Robert guy, he's a huge actor. I don't know, he's probably like 7 foot tall. I'm almost 7 foot tall myself. I think he used to be a wrestler in the WWE. Let's quickly check on his name. Will it even work? Do you guys know this guy? Anyway, he has remorse. He doesn't like hurting children. I mean, good for him. He doesn't like hurting children and women. But there's a couple of scenes there where he had Becky, and he could have done something, but he didn't. or he could have taken Becky back to base camp where the others would have done something, but he didn't. It felt a little weird. It felt a little scripted and strange that her fate should have been sealed much darker, but it wasn't. I don't know. I didn't quite like that. Bit of a strange thing in my opinion. But yeah, going back to what we're talking about with the movie, I do suggest watching this movie. And if you're an editor or appreciate loving movies, for example, look out for the editing in this film. What rating do I give this film? Look, I'm new here, guys. This is my first time reviewing a film on camera, okay? Did I do any good? I don't know. Did I? Let me know in the comments down below. But shit, what do I rate it? I'm going to say 4 out of 5. I was going to say 4.5 out of 5, but there was that scene where the big guy let her go, and it was just weird, and they could have scripted that a bit better. But yeah, I'll say 4 out of 5. So if you guys haven't seen it, go see it. If you have seen it, let me know with a comment down below. All right? We are on 2 different channels, Channel 2 and Channel 1. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, at Tallboy Gareth. You guys know the drill. If you're a regular here, you know exactly what I'm about to say, right? I've been told my name's Gareth. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.